Hey, hello guys, welcome back to the channel Software Brains. Hope you all are doing good and learning well. If you are new to the channel and haven't subscribed it, please do subscribe and support us. In this channel, you would find very important and useful videos for learning programming, coding problems for competitive exams, tech news, various job notifications, and interview preparation videos, and you would also find software life and cultural videos. So, without wasting time, let's dive into the video. Today we will discuss the next question in most important coding questions set. So today let's see what this problem is about and how we are going to solve this. So as you have seen the thumbnail, the problem is about checking the palindrome. So this is not the simple palindrome that you usually check just by reversing the string or reversing the number. If it is same, then it's a palindrome. This question is little more tricky, that you would be giving a string and you need to rearrange. You need to look for the possibilities that if you rearrange any character from the string, would you get a palindrome or not. So we need to check if the characters of the string can be rearranged to form a palindrome. If you can form a palindrome, then you should print yes, you can yes, this string can be converted into a palindrome. Otherwise, no palindrome can be formed. So little bit more explanative, I have took an example here. So let us consider a string AA, BB, CCD. So our string has two A's, three B's, two C's and one D. See, this is directly, this is not a palindrome. See, if you reverse it, another string would be formed. So a palindrome is one in which we would be having, if you reverse it, if you reverse any given string, the string should be same, then only it would be called as a palindrome. So if we need to look for a possibility that if at all, if we interchange these characters which are available in the string, do we get a palindrome? Let's see here. So we have rearranged the characters like this. See, A, B, C, D, and whichever the characters appear double, I have again rearranged to form a palindrome. In this way, we can form a palindrome of the given string. That means you would be reading this string and just your output should be yes, you can form a palindrome with this string. So you need to build a logic for outputting or generating such kind of output. So let's see how you are going to solve this problem. So think for the logic programmatically how you are going to build the steps to solve this problem by passing this video for 10 to 20 seconds. So now we can see the logic. We have considered our own logic. You can build n number of logics to solve these problems. But we found this logic little bit more easy to understand. So let's see what this logic is. So firstly, we are taking a counter array with size of ASCII values. You might already aware that ASCII values range is from 0 to 255, right? Okay. And store all the count of the characters. Store the count of all the characters in the string of the given string, and right. So firstly, simply we are taking a counter array and we are initializing it with zeros. Initially, all the positions would be zeros. And what would be we would be doing is like we would be storing. Suppose we have this string and we would be traversing through each of the string and updating the count of each character in this counter array. Hope you have got this point, right? Simply we are taking a counter array of size ASCII values, that is 255 or 256, and we would be storing the count of each character in this counter array by traversing on the given string. This is clear, right? Now we need to traverse through the array. Now we have updated the count of each character in this array and we are traversing through the array and checking each position by position, that wherever you had any character whose count is greater than 1. See, what the logic is simple. You need to check the array. That means only one character, only give in a given string, the only one character should have a count of 1. If you have more, if you have one has a count for multiple characters, then definitely it is not going to be a palindrome. If you see here, we have A has 2, B has 2 characters count, and C has 2 count, whereas D has only 1. So when we update this array, only D would have a count of 1. If we have, suppose if we have another element E, then we have 2 characters with count equal to 1, then that is definitely not a uh, what do you call palindromic string. We can't form a palindromic string with such string. Okay, so we have written a program for that in Java. Let's see how we have written it. So you all aware of the structure of Java program. Similarly, we have written our class software brains and our main method in it, and we have started our logic in it. See, as I told, we are initializing the array size with mm, ASCII values. The ASCII values range is 0 to 255, that is total is equal to 256. So as a variable, I have took a size variable to declare and assigned it 256 value, and I have took couple of variables t and odd, which we are going to use in our program. Let's see. So as we have, you all know about the scanner class. This is used to read a input, and we would be reading the input through sc.nextLine and storing the string str. Now as we discussed, we are taking an counter array of size 256, and now arrays dot. We see this method we are already discussed in our previous videos when we discussed about arrays class. So arrays dot fill will be filling all the positions with the zeros. If you have 256 positions, then all the positions would be initially filled with zeros. Now what we are doing, we are traversing through string. See, we have the string A, A, B, B, C, D. We would be traversing position by position A, A, B, B, C, D. So for that we have took a for loop, and we would be getting the each character. Str dot caret I would return the character at ith location or ith index. Hmm? So now you would see here str dot caret I would give the ASCII value. We are storing it in t. T is an integer. In integer t, the ASCII value of the character present at a would be stored. The ASCII value of small a would be stored in t. Now with this t, we are updating our counter array. Str array is our counter array, and we are updating which index? The index t. T is the ASCII value of a. So in our array from 0 to 256, our ASCII value, suppose if we think the ASCII value of a is 65, then 65 would be updated here. Okay, array index location of 65 would be uh, incremented, that is 0 will become 1. Initially the whole array would have 0, and now the index position of a would become 1. So similarly we would be traversing through the whole string and updating the count of each character. So finally we would get the character a count would be 2, b character would be 2, c character would be 2 since it has 2 times, and d would be only 1. So now to check whether we can form a palindromic string by interchanging the characters or not, to check that, again we are traversing through the array. First for loop traversed through the string, and second for loop would be traversing through the array. See, I is equal to 0 and I should be less than size is 256, I plus plus. Now we would be checking our array of I, that means str dot array of I, we would get the count. See, suppose if we are getting eighth count, a that is 2, 2 and 1. So always remember this is AND operator, right? So we would be having our logical and normal AND, right? So double AND, single and double AND. So what single AND would be checking? Both sides, your LHS part and RHS part. That means even if LHS is true, that is left hand side of value is becomes false, also it would check the second value. Whereas double AND, that is logical AND, would not check the right part. If you initially got has initially means your left side value become false, then it won't go for the left side. So hence the way is in single AND. So now we would be, it would be true only when 1 and 1 with 1 only it becomes true, that means it gives 1. So if we have 2 here, 2 and 1 would becomes for if it not becomes 1 and it won't give it won't increment our odd value. So whenever the size of the character is 1, then our odd variable will be incremented. So you would be checking whole array. Since our string has only one character, our odd value will increment only one time. If we have multiple single characters counts, like if we have another character G, then it is also one repeat, it has only count of 1, then our odd count would be incremented for G also. So odd would become 2. So next, similarly in the following code, we are checking like if odd is greater than 1, we would be writing like no, palindrome cannot be formed. Only palindrome can be formed if we have a single uh, or single character with count equal to 1. So if we have multiple characters with count equal to 1, then palindromic string won't be formed. So this is the simple logic. Hope you have understand this problem. So you can try in your machine and execute, try to execute. And if you feel any difficulty in understanding the problem, please comment down in the below video. And please do like and subscribe to this video and share with your friends. Thanks. Bye bye.